good morning everyone. Today I am going to take a lecture of hypothesis and last, that means the third test with the help of small sample is chi-square test, goodness of fit. Okay, so in the chi-square test, a question given in only the frequency form. That means if in a question given in only the frequency, then we use the chi-square test. So we have already seen in our previous lecture T student test and F test. Okay, so T student test depends on the mean and standard deviation, but in T student test the population standard deviation is not given in your question. Okay, second one is the F test. So in the F test we are given in only the standard deviation or variance, because of here F test depends on the variance, but sometimes a question given in the standard deviation form. So first you find the variance according to your standard deviation, and after that you apply the F test. Okay, and the third one is the chi-square test. All these three tests depends on the small sample. That means if in our question the number of samples is less than equal to 30, then we use the small sample and we have the three types of test. So third one is the chi-square test. So in the chi-square test depends on the frequency. So in the chi-square test, the test whether the observed frequency from the expected frequencies are significant or not. Okay, so in the chi-square test, the formula is let F01, or you can say that F01 as you wish, F01 or O1, F02, F03 up to FON. So why we write here O? Because of this is the observed frequency. So we write here F01, F02, F03 up to FON. Got it? Be a set of observed frequency. Because of in the hypothesis, first we have the observed frequency, after that we find the expected frequency. Got it? That means observed frequency we have already we have the observed frequency, and with the help of the observed frequency we find the expected frequency. Okay, so here the FE1, FE2, FE3. So here we write E, that is the expected frequency. So FE1, FE2, FE3 up to FEN be the corresponding set of expected or theoretical frequency. Then chi-square is given by the formula of the chi-square is summation F observed frequency minus F expected frequency whole square divided by F E. That means first we find the F0 minus Fe whole square column. After that we find this value and take the summation, so we get the chi-square. This is the example of the chi-square test. A dice was thrown 132 times and the following frequencies were observed. So in this type of question, the dice was thrown 132 times. So 132 is not a number of samples. Okay, the die was thrown 132 times and the frequencies were observed. Following frequencies were observed. So number of octets. So in the dice we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this table is already given in your question. That means what? Here we are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here the frequencies is, that means the getting 1 on the dice is 15 times, 2 20 times, 3 25 times, 4 15 times, 5 29 times and 6 28 times. So sum all these values we get the 132. Okay, that means in a dice we throw the 132 times, so the probability of getting 1 is 15, probability of getting 2 is 20, after that 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so our question is that, question is, test the hypothesis the dice is unbiased. Okay, that means this frequency, this is the observed frequency. Okay, so with the help of chi-square test, first we find the expected frequency. Okay, so here chi-square 5% level of significance, or we write here 0.05. We already know that V is equal to 5 is equal to 11.07. This value is already given in your question. Otherwise, you provide your chi-square table. Okay, so in the chi-square table, you check here V is equal to 5 is equal to 11.07 according to table. Okay, so first we write the null hypothesis. So null hypothesis is what? The null hypothesis H0 is equal to the test hypothesis, the dice is unbiased. So we write here the dice is unbiased because of this is the planned that. Okay, the dice is unbiased. Okay, so alternative hypothesis is what? The alternative hypothesis is the dice is biased. Okay, the dice is biased. Third one is what? Third one is the level of significance. So the level of significance, that means third point is level of significance is 5%. Okay, and the fourth step is test static. So in the chi-square test, in our fourth step, we map the table. That means this is our fourth step, and fourth step is what? Fourth step is test static. So we find the test static value. We map the table. So the form of the table is what? The form of the table is, first we write the number of obtained. So according to your question, the number of obtained is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so we write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Got it? Next one is the observed frequency. So here the observed frequency is already given in your question: 15, 20, 25, 15, 29 and 28. Okay, next one is the expected frequency. So how we find the expected frequency? So first you listen and read carefully. The dice is unbiased. This is our hypothesis. So if a dice is unbiased, so frequency is equal for getting the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so expected frequency, we write here the expected frequency is 132 divided by 6. Got it? Because of here we are getting the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if a dice is unbiased, so we get the frequencies is all the frequencies is equal. Okay, so here we write the 22. Fe is equal to 130 by 2 divided by 6. So we write here 22. So expected frequency we write the 22. Okay, why we write here all the values are 22? Because of our dice is unbiased. So frequency distributed in equal type. 132 times, that means for getting 122, 2, 22, 3, 22, 4, 22, 5, 22 and 6, 22. Got it? So next one we write the formula. So our formula is F observed frequency minus F expected frequency whole square divided by Fe. Okay, so F0 minus Fe, that means 15 minus 22 whole square divided by Fe, we get 2.23. Okay, 20 minus 22 whole square divided by 22, 0.18. Got it? 25 minus 22 whole square divided by 22, 0.41. Next one is the 15 minus 22 whole square divided by 22 is equal to 2.23. Second last is 29 minus 22 whole square divided by 22, we get 2.23. Okay, and the last is 28 minus 22 whole square divided by 22 is equal to 1.64. But in our chi-square formula, our formula is summation f observed frequency minus f expected frequency whole square divided by fe. So first we get the summation, that is sum of all these values. So we get the 8.92. That means we write here the chi-square is equal to summation f0 minus fe whole square divided by fe. So you write here the bracket because I won't be confused here. Summation both the values. We find the square. After that the sum of all these six values. Okay. So here we get the value is 8.92 chi square. Okay. Here next one is what? Next one is we write here the critical value. So for critical value we write here the fifth step. The critical value is equal to. So for critical value in the chi-square test, if a question given in the series form. Okay, listen carefully. Given in the series form. So what do you mean by the series? That means if a question given in this type of form, that means tabulated form. So degree of freedom V is equal to n minus 1. Okay, so here chi square V is equal to n minus 1. That means here we have the 6 values. So 6 minus 1 is equal to 5. So we write here chi square V equal to 5. So this values is already given in your question 11.07. Got it? 11.07. So our next step is the decision. So our decision is what? If our chi square less than mod of chi square less than the mod of chi square 5% level of significance. So null hypothesis is accepted at the level of significance according to 5%, 1% or 10%. But in case our value of chi square is greater than the value of chi square 5% level of significance or according to your given your question, so our null hypothesis is rejected. Okay, but in this question our value of chi square is 8.92 and the value of chi square b equal to 5. That means 5% level of significance, the value is 11.07. Okay, so 8.92 is less than the 11.07. That means our null hypothesis is accepted at 5% level of significance. That means what? That means the dice is unbiased. Okay, so we write here the last step. The last step is what? Last step is decision. Okay, so we write here the decision. So chi square less than mod of chi square 0.05. Okay, so our null hypothesis is accepted. Okay, so this is the simple example of the chi-square test where given in the question in the series form. That means observed frequency on given and expected frequency we find this is very easy way. Okay, but in our next example we are given in some special terms. That means we can say that for finding the expected frequency we use the binomial distribution, Poisson distribution or normal distribution. That means what? In next example, we are given in the observed frequency, FO. But for finding the expected frequency, according to your question, we are sometimes we are given a we use the binomial distribution, we use the Poisson distribution, or we use the normal distribution. Okay, so here in this type of question, if your question given in the form of binomial distribution, that means for finding the expected frequency we use the binomial distribution. Okay, for finding the expected frequency we use the Poisson distribution, or finding the expected frequency we use the normal distribution. Okay, so that type of question, these distributions are already seen in our second chapter, some special probability distribution. So let's start at the next example. Depends on the distribution. Okay, so I will continue this topic in our next lecture. Thank you for watching this video.